That's right. When Rouhani and Trump will be speaking, the main topics expected to be the U.S. withdrawal from the Iranian nuclear deal, as well as American sanctions on Iran. And tensions are already extremely high. The U.S. ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, had seemed to blame Iran for the recent terrorist attack in a southwestern city in the country by saying that Iran should look in the mirror. Well, Rouhani responded with this tweet a few hours ago saying, what would Americans think if we were to say such a thing about 9/11. Now, in that interview you just saw, Rouhani also seemed to not shy away from the fact that closing that strait, the Strait of Hormuz, could be a possibility. Now, this is huge because this is where 30% of the world's oil supply flows from. It flows here from the Persian Gulf, and it supplies Europe, it supplies Asia, it supplies North America. And this is something that Iran has said since the summer, but these comments come after the U.S. Vowed to cut Iranians' oil exports down to zero. Now, many European companies feel pressure from the U.S. in light of the sanctions, pressure to leave Iran. Well, EU politicians who are in support of Iran, they want to make sure that other companies buy up Iranian oil, such as China, such as India, and such as Turkey, as a way to give Iran revenue so there's an incentive to stay in this nuclear deal. Remember, this deal is all about stalling the development of nuclear weapons. We're also hearing now that the EU wants to create new payments to Iran, new payments that could support Iran and give it a revenue stream. Well, we also heard from EU's foreign policy chief, who talked about the importance of this Iranian nuclear deal. And take a listen, we're going to play a quick clip right here.
I think the full implementation of the nuclear deal is in the interest of all, including Iran, and this is why I believe Iran has good arguments and good reasons to remain in the agreement. It's an open-ended.
So her comments by Mogherini put her directly at odds with the U.S., who has, of course, withdrawn for the deal. So the U.S. and one of its closest allies, Europe, is at odds with one another over Iran. And remember, Trump will be chairing the Security Council meeting tomorrow. And he said on Twitter that it will be about Iran, meaning that he'll be at odds with the other 4 permanent Security Council members.